Because I used to
you wanted
wonder.
to come and wash my dirty panties in the public.
Yes.
To live in the kind of place would be challenging for the first few months. Honestly, I faced my own challenges.
Initially, I thought you were a nurse.
I can't even be a nurse. I don't have the brain for that.
I'm very broke. I don't know why I'm broke. Because if you live in Northern Ireland, you can save a lot of money. So do you experience bullying yourself at work?
Even though I'm a softie, I'm a very, very, very smart and sharp mouth. You get what I mean? I think I can't even do the care assistant job. I'm just going to die. To be honest with you, like, people doing it are really strong. I just say, what kind of fly is this one? Yeah. Just in our videos.
Guys, today I have a fantastic YouTuber with me. Can you guess who it is? She is one of the best YouTubers here in the UK. Let me introduce her.
Hello. Yeah, I know you guys are surprised to see me here.
Oh yes. So guys, today I'm with Clara from Clara Immigration. I'm sure you've watched plenty of her videos, and today she's going to be sharing with us how it is like to live and work in the United Kingdom. By the way, Clara lives where do you live, Clara?
I live in a village, like I do say. I live in Northern Ireland, but in the countryside. Papa stays in Belfast. Like, guys, this is my first time coming to meet Papa, and I'm like, how do you guys survive in this crazy place? It's so busy, guys. Well, guys, I live in the countryside and it's super quiet, and I'm here to share my experience living in a super quiet place.
Yeah. All right. She lives in a village. I personally love the villages because I work outside. Like, I work outside Belfast. I just love the greenery. I just love the peace, and I just love the cows, you know, vegetation and everything is so refreshing. But what I've noted with living in the villages is that there are very few people of color, or rather, let me say, since we are black, there are very few blacks. And Clara, what has been your experience like working in a place where you are probably a one out, where you're just a few?
You're right, because where I stay is predominantly the white people. So I am the only person of color. I don't like to call myself black. Am I really black as a shirt? I don't know. I am the only person of color where I stay. Like, where I work, I'm the only one. My kids go to school, for instance, they are the only one. We go to church, we are the only one.
Okay, how has it been like? Because I noted we used to go to Banga when we first initially came here. Really? And what I really noted is that most of the time when we are walking in the streets, they like stare at us like, you know, there's something wrong with us, or like they've never seen black people before. I prefer calling myself black. Yeah. Because I believe I'm black. You know, I actually, we had that debate with my daughter. She said, no, I'm of color. I said, no, I'm not of color, I'm black. Like, when you are being classified, you know, like if there's black African, there's black Caribbean, there's black, you know, I'm a black African. So do you experience the same where you live?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, we are the only one there, and you get a lot of stare. Like, I've practically lived there for over 3 years in the same house, in the same community. Yet I can never get enough of their staring.
Even up to now.
Yeah. So this is not in any way to, you know, start talking about the R word. Yeah. You know, it's like, you know, coming here to share my experience so that those who are aspiring to move down to Northern Ireland would choose the right place for them. Okay. Because not everyone has the, should I say, the boldness to be able to live in where I stay. It's not really easy, you see.
Yeah, I can imagine. So what kind of job do you do? What do you work as?
So
no, I've always wondered, you know. I've always wondered.
I think I've never really talked about that anyway, like where I work and you know, and that. So I actually work as a matron.
Okay.
Now, you know, when people hear matron, they think, oh, you're a nurse, you're working in the hospital.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. So what kind of a matron are you?
So I work in a boarding house school.
In a school?
Yeah, as a matron.
Boarding?
A boarding house school, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what they call house parents.
Okay.
You know, like these kids, they leave their home, the country. Where I work is an international school. Like, people from all walk of life, not the UK.
Okay.
We have people from the Asian, Caribbean, people from Africa.
Okay.
You know, kind of. So people from Spain, like all walk of life. Let me say that.
Are they the rich and the elite?
The rich ones. Exactly.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
I could have called the name of the school, but for confidentiality purpose. But it's for rich kids and the royal kids, elite kids, and the rest.
So what is it like? How do you like?
You just basically fill in the gap for them. Not like you're trying to take the space of their parents, but just fill in the gap for them, for their parents.
Also, you work as a mother. What
not a mother per se. Now, I think you're asking about the role.
Yeah, like your role. Like since you said you're a matron and you're like the mother, house mother. So do you assume the role of the mother or what?
Kind of, but not really, because we're talking about teenagers here, and teenagers can be very
challenging.
Very difficult to
do,
So what we do, because over there you have like 4 matrons. So what we do is basically like check the child's well-being, each and every one of them, take care of them. Sometimes we administer medication, but not professionally, like tiny bits and pieces of medication. Like maybe a child comes to you like, Matron Clara, I'm having an headache.
Okay.
You give the child
paracetamol.
I'm having stomach pain. You assess the child and give the child a painkiller for that.
Okay.
So we also check if the child is eating well. What time are they going to bed? Because there's night shift, there's day shift, depending on what you choose. If it's time for lunch or dinner, you go around the table, see which child is eating, which child is not eating, why you're not eating, you don't like the food, what can be done to ensure that child eats properly. And also we also kind of implement discipline. We are the one to do that.
Do you beat them?
In the UK, or you want to get sued? Oh my goodness!
Because I know, like back in our country, it's very normal to match justice.
No,
I'm joking.
No.
So how do you discipline them?
Like discipline them.
Naughty corner, what? Because guys, if there's anything which is difficult here in UK is disciplining kids.
Oh my goodness.
You don't know what is right, you don't know what is wrong, you don't know what you're going to say to a child, because sometimes you say to a child a simple thing like, I'll send you to Africa if you don't behave. They'll say, oh, that's psychological abuse, things like that. So it's very difficult to discipline a child. So how do you discipline them? Because to me, this thing like, oh, go to a naughty corner, personally, it doesn't work for me.
You can't even tell teenagers that. Like, I work with teenagers. You can't even go to the naughty corner. Like, the same height as I am. You see me, I look like a teenager myself. You can't even tell teenagers that. So I just say, okay, maybe you are meant to do your assignments while you are watching video games, because they're allowed to operate their phones. So I'm going to seize the phone and say, okay, I'm not going to give you this phone for the next 2 days. That's a punishment to them.
Okay.
That kind of punishment,
that kind of punishment kills them.
Yeah.
Because these days our kids, they love gadgets so much, and
you can't really seize their phones anyhow.
Yeah.
Without a good reason.
Did I say they love garbage? I meant, I was trying to say they love gadgets, like technology and all those things. And to me, I feel like it has ruined their childhood. Because if you look at us back in the days when we were growing up, we would interact with others, we go play in the streets and so forth and so on. But now all you see is them being on their gadgets. And if you take away their gadgets, it's like their world comes crashing down. So that's a very good punishment.
It's a very good one. And trust me, maybe I say, okay, Sophie, you need to arrange your bed, and she isn't doing that. It's okay, give me the phone. And once you take the phone, oh my goodness, she stand up, she does a bed. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's a very good punishment, and some other kind of punishment, but not anything that involves physical abuse, like they call it here. Even emotional abuse, no, not at all.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's actually a very good.
You enjoy
job.
it?
Sometimes you don't.
Sometimes
I don't know if there's anyone that really enjoys the job here in the UK.
I enjoy mine.
Well, sometimes I do. It's really challenging.
Yeah, I was telling my colleague yesterday at work that, you see, we spend most of our time at work. For example, me, if I can work 5 days a week, it means most of my time is spent at work. So I always make it a point that I enjoy what I'm doing. So I was just emphasizing that, you know what, when I come to work, I don't want to be stressed.
Yeah.
because I spend most of my time here. I want to enjoy, if it's seeing ghosts, because we see ghosts at work. If it's seeing ghosts, I want to say, oh, I've seen a ghost there, let me go and check, things like that. So personally, I know most people don't enjoy their work, but me, I enjoy mine. So are there any downsides of being a matron? Like, what is it that you don't like? Because in as much as I enjoy my work, there are certain things that I don't like,
I think the downside would be the fact that I'm a very soft-hearted person. Like, I'm a softie, and these kids know, like, I'm the only one who is that soft. So they try to play on me. I know they're taking advantage of me, but I can't do nothing. You get what I mean? Like, I'm that soft. So sometimes it kind of tells on my work, whereby my boss will say, oh, I'm not doing it right. So I'm like, what do you want me to do to these kids? I know I'm the one to enforce this discipline and whatever. So I look at them. Most of them are like taller than I am. I'm scared of them, but I'm trying to, if you get where we are coming from.
Yeah. Do you feel intimidated by their height?
Definitely not intimidated. Like, if I were to be intimidated, I wouldn't have lasted in that work. Neither would I have been given the job. So for I to be given the job and still be there, it shows I'm doing something right. I'm intimidated, but I just feel like I don't really know how to place the word. But I just feel like these are teenagers, 16, 17, 15, they have a mind of their own, no matter how strict you're going to be. And I want a kind of relationship with these kids whereby, okay, I know I am not your friend, but I also want to be your friend, if you get what I mean. Whereby, if they have anything going on with them, we are always the first person to say it. You see some kids, they are scared to meet some certain matrons or go and meet some certain, because they feel like, she wouldn't listen to me, she's going to snap at me. Like, maybe a kid is getting bullied by other kids, colleagues. I want that child to easily reach out to me, come to me, speak confidently with me, and even cry on my lap if possible. So I try not to be too uptight there. But when it calls for it, then at the end of the day, they know I'm just like so soft,
And guys, when it comes to bullying, oh my goodness, there's a lot of bullying here in UK. Sometimes the bullying is subtle, and at times at schools they don't really want to admit that there is bullying. So I'm going to come and do a video because I've had to change my daughter's schools because of bullying. So I'll come and share the video with you so that you also let me know whether am I overreacting, is it bullying? If you're in such a situation, what were you going to do, and how would you feel if your child was treated that way? So that'll be a video for another day, because I know in schools there's a lot of
not just schools, bullying, workplaces and everywhere.
Yes, even workplaces. So do you experience bullying yourself at work?
Even though I'm a softie, I'm a very, very, very smart and sharp mouth. You get what I mean? I think if you see me at work, you're going to be the one scared of me as my colleague, not the other way around. If you get what I mean? Oh my goodness, no, not at all.
You can't be bullied.
I can't be. Like, I think I've grown my confidence level to a certain point in my life whereby nothing touches me. Nothing. Like, I'm so confident and bold. You should know. I'm quiet, but I'm very confident and really bold. Like, like if you see people that no one dares to go and meet, for instance, I'm gonna go meet that person. You're not gonna do me nothing. I'm gonna go say to you, that's just the kind of person I am.
Okay, no, that's
and by
good.
the way, I think most people will be asking if they can get a visa sponsorship into the UK as a matron. No, it's not under the UK shortage occupation list.
Okay,
you know what I mean? No, not at all.
Now I was thinking of becoming and posting matron jobs on my channel. So it's not on the shortage occupation list.
No.
So where you live, Clara, would you say, would you recommend anyone to come and live in that place?
Well, it would depend on the individual, to be honest with you. Because I think if you're coming from a very loud city, for instance, I grew up in Lagos. I grew up in the big cities in Nigeria. I grew up in Benin and the rest. Coming to live in a kind of place would be challenging for the first few months. Honestly, I faced my own challenges, but at the end of the day, I think I enjoy it now.
You
see, when I got into your car, I was shouting like it's so crazy over here.
Yeah, it is crazy.
I love the quietness and everything. Like, Northern Ireland is one of the most peaceful places.
Very peaceful.
I'm surprised that Belfast is this crazy.
Oh my God, have you seen London?
Yeah, I've been to London and the rest.
I think it's worse than Belfast.
Yes, definitely. Like, I could even survive there. 2 days. Take me back to my village. I love it there.
Personally, guys, I love Northern Ireland. I mean, like, it is one of the best places that you can Live in is one of the best places that you can work in, because there are so many advantages of living in Northern Ireland. I think we have discussed them before.
Yeah, we've done them.
Yeah, and we'll just link the video in the description box so that you check the advantages of living in Northern Ireland. Most importantly, if you live in Northern Ireland, you can save a lot of money. I'm very broke. I don't know why I'm broke, because if you live in Northern Ireland, you can save a lot of money because everything is cheaper than everywhere in the UK, guys. So guys, I personally really wanted to know what type of job Clara really does, because I used to
wanted to come and wash my dirty panties in the public.
Yes. Because you know, most of the time when people are working here in UK, you think, oh, maybe the person is a care assistant or is a nurse.
I can't even do the care assistant job. I'm just gonna die. To be honest with you, like, people doing it, I'm really strong. I just say it. I'm not trying to scare those back home trying to move into the UK as a care assistant, but I can't. No.
Why not?
I don't have the strength. I don't even have the patience for that. It takes a lot of patience.
Yeah, it takes a lot of patience. It really does take a lot of patience.
I don't have the time.
You know. So she is a matron. I know that people have always wondered, because initially I thought you were a nurse.
I can't even be a nurse. I don't have the brain for that.
Yeah, very funny. Yeah. So guys, this is the short video. We wanted to hang out and we decided, you know, if you are YouTubers, you can't even hang out without thinking of vlogging. So we wanted to hang out. So at the same time, we decided to vlog. We are at Belfast Castle. We'll show you around later on. Belfast Castle is beautiful. So thank you so much for watching, and Clara, thank you so much for sharing.
Me.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing your job with us and the few challenges that you experience. If you've got any questions, guys, just drop them in the comment section and we'll be glad to answer them. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in my next video.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm going to scrap that. You just got where I live. Well,
all right.
You're going to cut that, you know.
It's okay.